A key witness in the murder trial of a former Dallas police officer is now dead, and police are trying to find out who killed him. Joshua Brown, Botham Jean's neighbor, was shot to death on Friday. His testimony, you may recall, helped prosecutors piece together the events of Jean's murder and ultimately led to Amber Guyger's conviction. Omar Villafranca is in Dallas with more on the story. Omar, what are authorities now saying about this latest death?
Dallas police are saying they're investigating the shooting from Friday night at this apartment complex behind me, but so far they don't have any motives and they do not have any suspects. Now, the attorney for Botham Jean's family is also the attorney for the Brown family, and he tells me that his client should have been protected after testifying in the Amber Guyger murder trial.
Well, I knew it'd be more from this case, but unfortunately, I didn't think it'd be this type of news. Joshua Brown, one of the key witnesses for the prosecution, unfortunately was murdered. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were speculating that it was a lot more to this case than was brought out in the courtroom during the trial. And I mean, if this right here don't somewhat affirm that, then I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like if he wouldn't have testified, I feel like he'd still be alive. So the fact that he dead right now, literally right after the trial, he's killed. I mean, that shows something. I mean, I don't believe in coincidences. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in coincidence. I feel like this happened for a reason. And the reason is obvious. You know what I'm saying? The reason is obvious. But from what they say is that he was living in fear, and he honestly didn't want to testify because he felt his life was in danger. I mean, a lot of people don't know because a lot of people really didn't follow his case the whole entire way through. But another one of the key witnesses in this trial, actually, I don't know if y'all seen that video of where Amber Guyger is seen in the hallway on the phone, pacing back and forth and shit. That video was taken by Bunny Babs. She was probably the top witness in this case, but they fucked over her life so much and intimidated her and, got her fired from her job. She lost her license, everything. They literally ruined this girl's life because she spoke up and brought out her truth about what happened that night. So a lot of people don't know, but they've been intimidating witnesses. They've been showing that if you want to speak up, we got something for you. You know what I'm saying? We all saw how the Dallas police and the Texas Rangers was willing to lie on the stand and do whatever they could to protect their own. And like I said, I don't believe in coincidence. So this right here is sending a message, even more firm message, right? Because like I said, they was intimidating Bunny, ruined her life, was shutting down her means of making money. Even after they made her lose her job, she was trying to sell clothes and her merch on social media. Her social media is getting hacked and shut down and reported by people, and they taking it down because they saying it's a part of community guideline. It's breaking that community guidelines. Y'all know how that white supremacism is okay, but when you simply speaking the truth, then they gonna censor you, right? But like I said, they already fucked over her life, but made her scared to testify. But they had to send another message because another key witness, another top witness who was already scared to speak out, feared for their life about speaking out, went ahead and went up there anyway, right? Because what they did with Bunny, they tried to ruin her credibility to where she wouldn't even have been allowed to testify anyway. But by Botham Jean's family attorney's own words, Joshua was afraid he died of gun violence. After Joshua's testimony, he is warned by Facebook user to lay low, and Joshua agreed. One day prior to jury deliberations, Mike Matta, president of DPA, downloads the Signal app, allowing him to send undetectable encrypted messages and not make encrypted phone calls. I'm telling y'all, ain't no coincidence in none of this shit. All right. I think a month ago, I think it was assistant DA, so-called committed suicide or some shit, but some people say that he was in a car accident and then he was seen after the car accident walking down the street with a bloody shirt or some shit, right? And they say he committed suicide after the car accident. I mean, that whole story in itself sound just crazy. And what better time, you know, you got to ask yourself, what did he know about this specific case? You know what I'm saying? What did he know? He possibly could have known something. You know, bodies start dropping when, you know, I mean, just think about it. When all them judges started ending up dead, the holistic doctors started ending up dead. You know what I'm saying? People connected to the CDC and shit like that was dropping dead. Man, I'm telling y'all, it's some shit going on. Fucking Jeffrey Epstein, they wanted you to believe that he fucking committed suicide. Bull fucking shit, man. You just, man, like I said, it's unfortunate. I want to clear up one thing. Sean King put out that he was killed at the same apartment complex. It was not the same apartment complex. That is false information right there. Yeah, it's sad. Another thing, they said that he was shot in the mouth. I'm hearing that is not true. He was shot in his lower body multiple times, but not in the mouth. That's what they saying. I'm gonna look more into that, see if we can get if that is like confirmed. I did read it on a trusted source out of Dallas, you know, a news outlet out of Dallas, but I want to see if that has been like confirmed by like the medical examiner or something. But yeah, I plan to go live and speak more about this later on. I did hear about this later on Saturday, but y'all know I was live all that day and all that. I wanted to do a video Sunday, didn't get a chance to, but I possibly will go live today about this and talk about the Amber Guyger shit and this and you know, whatever else come up. Appreciate y'all listening. Hope y'all have a good day. Rest in peace, rest in power to Joshua Brown. It's just unfortunate, but I'm telling you, this right here shows y'all that this case, it was a lot more to this case than I think we really know. I'll check in next time with y'all with some more updates.
You may take your seat.
On the witness stand, Joshua Brown recalled feeling startled when he heard the gunshots that would ultimately take Botham Jean's life. Now, the Jean family and their attorney, Lee Merritt, are demanding answers.
To have a key witness suddenly be killed is suspicious. Was this related to the trial? There's no clear indication of that.
Joshua Brown took the stand in Guyger's trial and gave emotional testimony about the night Botham Jean was killed last September. Brown said he was in the hallway when he heard the two gunshots.
Could you tell if one of the voices was giving loud commands like stop, police, or anything of that nature?
Yeah, but no, that wasn't what they were saying.
Be advised, this looks like we have one on the ground.
The shooting that killed Brown happened at a different apartment complex than the one where Guyger and Jean lived. Witnesses described hearing several gunshots Friday night and seeing a silver four-door sedan speeding away from the parking lot. Merritt says Brown was scared someone was after him after he was involved in a separate shooting incident in Dallas.
Did he fear for his life related to this case or anything else in general?
He had been shot less than a year ago, and someone standing near him was killed. He was reluctant to testify in this case because he had been shot at, and he thought some people might want him to do harm to him.
Is there anything police department could have offered, any protection?
If he had concerns for his safety, then the city, the county had an obligation to ensure that those concerns were met.
Brown was working in roofing and property management at the time of his death. Now, the Jean family has filed a civil suit against the city of Dallas in the death of their son, Botham Jean, and Merritt tells me that Joshua Brown would have been one of the first witnesses called to testify in that case. Tony?
It is very suspicious, Omar. Thank you very much.